What's up, DLM Fam? We are going to get into the fundamentals of classic eyelash extensions. We're taking it back to ground zero. So if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Damani. I am a 6-year licensed lash technician located in Norwalk, Connecticut. And we are going to be using all of my quality, beginner-friendly, easy-to-use, super-duper affordable lash supplies to create this full set. First things first with my classic sets is I like to make sure that I have a good tape down, and I'm going to use a small piece of tape to slightly lift up my client's lid, just because for classic sets, you want to make sure that you are hitting nearly 100% of your client's natural lashes. And we all know how those pesky inner corners can slip right underneath the corner of the tape, and then our client wakes up, we look at their eye, and a whole chunk of their corner is missing. So do not be afraid to slightly tape up your client's lid, just so that you can have full visibility of their inner corners, especially for classic sets. For this particular classic set, I am going to do the lengths 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now, this will, I guess, be considered as a cat eye, but more of a uniformed cat eye. She does have a downturn eye, but because classic lashes is a 1-to-1 ratio, one eyelash extension attached to one natural lash, the styling of every single set doesn't need to be 100% precise just for classic. Just hear me out, just for classic sets, just because there isn't as much hair on each lash extension as wet sets, volume, hybrid, megas, wispy, so on and so forth. You for sure want to get into tailoring sets specifically to your client, especially once we're getting into more voluminous sets. When I am doing a classic set, I do like to work in sections. So as you could see right here, I am starting off with the inner corner. The reason why I like to section off my work and start with the inner and outer and pop back into the middle with a classic set is just because classic lashes, I feel, is the most tedious set that you can ever freaking do as a lash artist. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. It takes a little longer than volume or hybrids or wispy sets, and you got to take your time, because with classics, because it's a 1-to-1 ratio, you will be able to see every single flaw. So it is so important that you are taking your time when doing your classic sets. And now let's discuss who is eligible to get a classic set. So this client that you see right here is 1000% eligible. I'm going to show a still shot later in this tutorial to show you how she has 4 to 5 layers of natural lashes. You do not want to allow clients who have sparser lash lines or thin, brittle lash lines to get a classic set, simply because it won't last that long, and it won't look as visually appealing, and it won't really enhance their natural lashes for the look that they're truly going for if they want something slightly thicker, just because a person who has 4 to 5 natural layers of natural lashes, their classic sets will come out looking very, very thick, in almost like a hybrid mix almost. So that is a tip for my baby artists who may be watching this video, or any clients. If you have a thinner, sparser lash line, you may want to ask your artist to do a wet set on you, and you can do it like shorter sets. Don't have to be super duper long, just to have like a pop of volume. I am using my straight isolation tweezer to complete this set, paired with my 90-degree thick boot fiber tip tweezer. These are my go-to tweezers. I have an assortment of tweezers that I do sell on my site, and they are all great quality and beginner friendly. My straight isolation tweezer is going to help you ensure that you are able to isolate every single natural lash with ease. That sharp, pointy tip at the tip of the isolation tweezer helps me comb through those little tiny fine natural lashes and isolate my sets. And then my fiber tip tweezer allows me to grip any and every lash extension with ease. I am also using my Black Power adhesive to complete this set, and I want to get into glue control as well when it comes down to a classic set. So many lash artists run away from classic sets, but I'm going to tell you why. It's because so many people are not properly educated on the fundamentals and they're rushing right into volume lashing. So when they get to classics, it seems like such a task when in all actuality, if you just had proper training and proper knowledge on classic sets, you would understand how to create them with ease. When you are dipping your classic lash into the adhesive, you want to dip that extension about halfway into the adhesive dot because classic lashes have more surface area than volume lashes. So with the volume fan, you only want to dip your fan into the adhesive about 1 millimeter, maybe 2 if the lash is a little longer. But for classics, you want to dip that extension halfway through. You see how those glue dots are very much visible and present up to the halfway point of this classic lash? That is exactly how much glue you want to place on these classic lashes just to ensure that there is enough adhesive wrapped all around your classic lash so that when you go lay your classic lash down onto your client's natural lashes, there was enough adhesive on the extension, just how you see here, that's going to cover all of that surface area from the starting point of your client's natural lashes all the way down to the base of that classic lash extension. So that is a really, really big tip as well in terms of increasing your client's retention when it comes to classic sets as well. When I was a beginner, I did experience a lot of reduced retention with my classic sets simply because I did not have that background knowledge on using more adhesive. When I tell you that using more adhesive was like one of the major components to increasing my classic lash retention, I mean it. The lashes that are used with this set are my 0.18 cc curl lashes. My classic lashes are dark, matte, and they are very fluffy. They almost resemble volume sets. As you can see, as we are getting the set more and more fuller, you can see clear as day how dark my classic lashes are. So these aren't those hard, thick, plastic like Amazon lashes. No. These are classic lashes that were handpicked by a lash artist for lash artists. So if you've been looking for some bomb classic trays, go to my website and get your hands on some of my classy classic collection. And if you are a beginner artist or you want to get into the industry and you aren't ready to full blown invest into like hundreds of dollars into a kit, like $500-$600 yet, my classic mini kit is currently on sale, and it does come with 6 classic trays. You get 2 isolation tweezers, 1 volume, 1 pickup tweezer for your classic trays. You get 6 classic trays, different diameters, mixed trays, and you get a free volume tray as well. You get an adhesive, disposables, and everything to pretty much help you get started in terms of practicing to get a feel of what lash extensions are. And then I do have my other kit, which is a classic and volume kit. It's a combination kit, and that comes with over a year's worth of lash supplies. That is an investment, and it is currently on sale as well. That is my best-selling kit. We sold over 130 worldwide this year alone. So if you have not got your hands on any of my training kits, it is time to do so. At this point in the set, I would say I've achieved about 85 to almost 90% of the set. So you see why I say I like to work in sections with my classic lashes. I filled in her inner corners, her outer corners, and then I'm going to pop back in the middle of her eye and isolate just to ensure that I am making sure that I'm hitting nearly 100% of her lash line. Now, let's get into how as you put more extensions on your client's natural lashes, the fuller the set appears to be. One thing as a beginner is it is so tedious for you as a beginner, because I remember it. It was so tedious, and you were just so happy that after 2-3 hours, you started to see something start to come along on her lash line. Just because you see the sets getting fuller, it does not mean that you are 100% done. So these are things to keep in mind, which is why I always enforce the fact that you should take your time. As a beginner especially, it doesn't matter if it takes you 3 hours, 4 hours. The more you practice, the faster you will get over the course of time. However, you want to make sure that you are hitting almost every single natural lash, especially for classic sets. And for any hybrids or wispy sets or anything like that, you want to be able to hit like 85 to 95% coverage. Of course, dependent upon how full your client does want the set. But in terms of a classic set, you want to continue to comb through and isolate through your work just to ensure that you are hitting as many natural lashes as you can. Because if you don't, what will also be a contributing factor into you having reduced retention will be the fact that you are not hitting as many natural lashes as you can. You're just seeing that the set is becoming visibly fuller, but you aren't really taking the time to comb through the set like you see me doing here. I'm combing through my set to check my work and to also see what other natural lashes may need to be lashed. A lot of beginners always ask me, is it normal to get stickies? And yes, it is normal to get stickies. I am an expert lash artist and I still get stickies till this day. Do I get 1,000,001 like I did as a beginner? No, but I still will get stickies throughout the set. So do not beat yourself down because you have stickies. Do not beat yourself up because you are slower. Invest in my quality supplies, consistently practice, watch my tutorials for reference, and invest in quality lash trainings. And I promise you that you will be like the best lash artist on the block, okay? Damn near probably one of the best lash artists in the world. Don't ever sleep on yourself when it comes to actually applying yourself. So really take what I'm saying and apply as much of it as you can. It doesn't happen overnight. Rome was not built in a day. However, just take into consideration a lot of what I am saying. At this point in the set, I am going in and I'm applying my finishing touches to the end of the set. Just because, like I said, it appears to be visually full does not mean that I am done. As you can see, as I'm isolating, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 6, 7 lashes right there in between my tweezer that can be lashed. And guess what? I'm going to go on ahead and lash it. At this angle that I have the camera at, you can clear as day see how I am dipping the extension into the adhesive. So like I said, make sure you are dipping your classic lashes halfway into the adhesive just so that you can ensure that all the surface area on that classic lash has adhesive on it so that it can latch right onto your client's natural lashes like a magnet. With classic lashes, you do want to ensure that your direction and placement is up to par as well. Direction and placement does come with time. For example, I'm right-handed, so my left-hand side gave me a lot of trouble very early in my career, but the hack for that is to tilt your client's head over to your more dominant side. So because I'm right-handed, when I get to my client's left side, I do tilt my client's head kind of more over to the right just so that I can have better control over every single thing that I'm doing for this set. At this point in the set, I'm just going to continue to comb through and finish placing any classic lashes on her natural lashes. Any natural lash that can be lashed is just getting lashed at this point, and I'm finishing up the set. My classic sets do take me 3 hours because I take my time. Right here is a still clip of my client's natural lashes. She has 4 to 6 layers of lashes. They're very thick. No damage, no sparseness or anything like that. So she 100% qualifies for a classic set. I'm going to go back and I'm going to comb through the set one last time because one thing about me, y'all, I am a perfectionist. So I will comb through that set 1,000,001 times. So like when y'all be seeing those funny reels and it be like, when you ask your lash artist how much longer and they be like 10, 15 more minutes, yeah, that be me. I be lying. knowing good and goddamn well that I am a perfectionist and I always want to make sure that my sets are coming out bomb. So that's why when all the new lash artists are like, I want to learn how to do lashes in 45 minutes or an hour, baby, I can't relate. I always wanted to produce quality work, which also helped me get to the heights that I am at today. And now, at the time of recording the first clips I was showing you, I did not get to get an after shot of that time I did her lashes, but this is the same exact client, same exact set, same exact products used. And this is what a classic set looks like on her. Very, very neat placement and direction. Like, when I tell you this classic set broke the internet, it broke the internet down to Pinterest. And now, when I tell y'all to take your time, this right here is why. As you can see, no lashes are on the skin. Lash extensions do not go on the skin. They are applied to your natural lashes. This right here is a before shot. And as you can see, her natural lashes are so thick even before any extensions are on there. And this right here, ladies and gents, is the after of a 0.18cc curl classic set using all of my quality products, linked below in the description, currently on sale. This fluffy classic set is the one. This is literally the one. So if you enjoyed this video, y'all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment any business questions that you may have for me. And if you're still looking for a beginner kit, head over to my website and invest in your quality lash kit today. I have two options for you. I have a classic mini kit and I have a combo kit. Lash trainings are available. If you are not subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram as well. And make sure y'all sign up for my text SMS list as well to know when all exclusive deals are going on, get any business tips, and just stay up to date with anything that we have going on, because you never want to miss out. All tweezers are currently on sale as well. I have fiber tip tweezers. I have silver tip tweezers. And all lash trays are beginner friendly, dark, matte, fluffy. They pull right off of the strip. Full organization right on the tray, so you don't have to remember what trays you're using. Subscribe to my channel. See y'all soon.